Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Carrie Light. I'm a psychic medium and also an owl body traveler. Today I want to share one of my more unexpected and honestly kind of funny experiences. It's about a time I casually invited my deceased grandma over for dinner with my partner, and later she grilled me during my owl body experience. So here's what happened. Like I sometimes do, I invited my grandma, who has passed on, to join us for dinner. Nothing fancy, just a warm, casual gesture. I've always felt her presence when I do this, so it felt normal. During the dinner, I was chatting with my partner and casually mentioned how I had dropped out of the last year of high school and went straight to college. I didn't think much of it, because to me, it was ancient history and pretty normal. What I didn't realize was, my grandma had never known about that, not even when she was alive. So fast forward a few months, maybe even half a year. It was still during the pandemic. I hadn't been able to travel home to visit my family for a long time because of the lockdowns, But finally, things were starting to open up. And I was planning a trip to the following week to go home. That morning, like always, I did my owl body practice, grounding, relaxing, getting into the zone, Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't, but that day it worked. I successfully left my body. The first thing I wanted to do was go see my grandma and tell her I could finally visit the family soon. And this was a big moment because until then, I had never been able to reach her during my OBE, owl body. But this time I did. So when I saw her, I was overwhelmed. I hadn't seen her in person in over 10 years. I wanted to cry, I wanted to hug her, I wanted to tell her how much I missed her. And there comes the funny part. She didn't exactly greet me with open arms. Look, she's Asian, and in her generation, they weren't super physically affectionate. But still, I was expecting a big emotional moment. But when I tried to hug her in a very Western way, she just sat in her bed, like she just woke up. So I quickly moved past that. I was still so excited and I told her, "Mama, I'm finally going back to visit the family." By the way, Mama, it's grandma in Cantonese. Instead of being excited, she just nodded and then immediately asked, "Did you not graduate from high school?" I was stunned, of all things. But I guess in her generation, graduating from high school is a very big deal, and that's when it hit me. Later on, I realized that she must have overheard that dinner conversation months ago, and clearly it had been bothering her. So there, I was in the middle of this rare, precious owl body moment, using all my limited time and energy explaining why I skipped the last year of high school but still graduated from college. Full-on explanation mode instead of a sweet reunion. And that is so her. And by the time I finally reassured her, snapped, I was right back in my body, completely ran out of fuel. That experience taught me a few things. 1, be mindful what you say when you invited your deceased loved one over, because they are here. 2, spirit keeps their personalities. They don't become someone else just because they cross over. They still care, they still worry, and yes, they will absolutely call you out if something is bothering them. Just remember, even when you can't see them, your loved ones might still be dropping by, especially when you invite them. So don't be surprised if they mention something next time you see them, because you never know when. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to hear more, I've got plenty more stories like this. Stay tuned for the next videos. Make sure to like and subscribe to my channel. Until next time, take care and see you soon. Bye-bye.